fourth grade. You have been doing such an amazing job with this CAD project. We are so unbelievably proud of you. You have learned about CAD, you've learned about Minecraft and how Minecraft can create some 3D CAD-like sculptures. We've taken a flashback into ancient Greece, learned about columns. You guys created your own columns, and today's your big day. Today we're going to create those columns in Tinkercad. But before we do that, I would be regretful not to talk about one of my favorite places on earth that uses CAD every single day. And to do that, we are going to switch heads and take off my Minecraft hat. And I'm actually going to put on my other favorite hat. I'm going to put on my Minnie Mouse ears for a second. And we're going to take a little virtual field trip. We are going to pop over to Disney World today and take a look at a ride called Test Track. Test Track is awesome. You guys actually get to be CAD engineers and design your own race cars for this particular ride using a CAD type software where you plan out your own car and then you test drive your car on a track to see how it handles different weather situations, different track type situations. So I'm going to save all those secrets and let the engineers talk to you guys about that. So we'll see how those are built. We'll take a little virtual field trip on that ride. And then after that, I'm going to show you a demonstration on how to build your columns in Tinkercad. And then after that, you're going to upload to Seesaw and then you're done for the day. So enjoy your virtual field trip and I will see you guys all in Disney World. Oh, look at, here comes Dot. And she's come to say hello to you guys and wish you guys luck as well. Have fun, fourth grade. Welcome to Test Track. Here you are in the queue waiting to ride this awesome CAD-inspired ride where you are the Imagineer behind this awesome simulation where you are designing a car that is a car of the future that is going to be faced with different simulations on a track. Before you ride the ride, you need to design a car that is going to be equipped to handle different road simulations, different weather simulations, and you need to come up with that design in this CAD program. So as you see here, the Imagineer is coming up with a different style through this program to design a car that they will drive down the track at this Disney experience.
Inside the vehicle at all times. Complete supervised children. Thank you.
Driving technology activated.
Welcome to the Sim Track. We'll begin with the capability test to see how your vehicle designs perform under challenging weather and surface conditions.
Monitoring road surface. Connecting to OnStar. SimCar performance data acquired.
Let's see how your designs hold up now.
Commencing SimCar off-road and extreme weather sequence. Capability test results displayed and verified.
Now let's see how your vehicles compare when it comes to their efficiency.
Scanning SIM-car for optimal fuel efficiency. Gauging eco-scan for aerodynamic efficiency. Drive systems analysis, hyperspectral imaging in progress. Calculating total environmental impact. Commencing responsiveness test.
Okay, the responsiveness data is now being synchronized.
Automated driving technology verified and active. Automated crash avoidance technology disengaged. Displaying responsiveness data.
Here comes the final test.
Energizing for power test. Displaying power test results. SimTrack performance testing complete.
This concludes your performance testing.
Hello students, today is our big day that we are going to be creating our columns. If you look here, you will see the sketch that I did last time that involves the 3 to 5 different shapes that I chose from CAD. And again, those shapes are over here. They're listed on the right hand side of my screen. So we're just choosing from these shapes and we're going to be bringing them over into the work plane. When you do this, keep it simple, keep it basic, and remember the tips that we learned from last week. So with my shapes, I am working with boxes and spheres. So when I'm going to start, I'm going to bring over my first box and I'm going to take my box and I'm going to start focusing with those black shapes first, those black boxes. So I'm going to take those black squares and I'm going to start changing the shape of my first cube here. When you build your column, think of it like a cake. I know that sounds really silly, but when I think of a cake, you start with a cake from the bottom going up. You would never create a cake from the top going down. It's the same thing with your column. You're going to start with your column from the bottom and you're going to work your way up. Okay, so I'm starting with that bottom first. You can make your column super, super big. You can make it smaller. It's really, truly kind of up to you how much you want to make that column. I know we spent a lot of time focusing on the black boxes last week. I do want to pay attention to those white squares too. Those white squares will also help you as well to change the shape of the box to add to that thickness and that width. Now, I have 2 of these boxes that repeat in my column. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this box and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that duplicating feature that we talked about last time. And I'm going to click on the duplicating feature and I'm actually going to make 2 of those right away. Oops, I accidentally made 3. So I'm going to delete one of them off here and get rid of one, but I'm going to have 2 of them right away so that way I'm not stuck trying to make an identical one later. I'm also going to take these and I'm going to change the color of them just so that way I'm not confused later trying to figure out which shape is which as I'm going through. Now, when I go to make that middle column, I'm going to bring my box back onto my work plane here, and I'm going to change and make that shape taller, and I'm going to bring it out here, make it a little bit wider. Let's see how that is in comparison to my other shapes. So I'm going to grab that shape, and I'm going to bring it over here by my blue box. It actually looks pretty good. I'm going to bring it up though a little bit because I think I was inside. Don't forget to look at the top side view, and actually it looks pretty centered and pretty good there. Let's look at it from this direction too. You know, I could probably bring it over a little bit more this way, just a hair, and that should center it out a little bit more. Now with this box here, I'm going to grab and select on this box. Whoops, I didn't mean to change that. You know what? I can actually hit the back arrow and go back and bring it back to what it initially was. And I'm going to grab it and I'm going to bring it over. And then I'm going to click on my up arrow, bring it over, and drag it on top. Now, I know that's going to be floating, so I'm moving it around here. Let me pinch and bring it in, and notice that it is definitely floating there in my space. So I want to grab that arrow, that black arrow, and bring it down a little bit more on top. And that actually looks pretty good. I think relatively speaking, it looks pretty centered, and it looks like it's on my column. So I'm going to go on to my last shape, and understand, students, that, you know, we don't expect these to be perfect. Just do the best you can. My last shape is my sphere. So I'm going to bring that over into my space again. And I think I'm going to make it yellow. I'm going to have my primary colors here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Spheres are a little tricky. Whoops. Spheres are a little bit tricky to keep, you know, making that perfect sphere shape once you start changing, you know, the size of it. Let's see here if we can get it centered on the top. Looks like I got it pretty centered. Oh no! Hold on, let's go hit the back button there. There we go. And see how we're doing. Looks like it's not bad. Let's see here. Move my works plane around. Maybe bring it up a little bit. Let's see. That's looking pretty good. Maybe widen it just a hair and bring it to the center. Let's look at it from all my angles. And that looks not bad. So once you're done making your column, go ahead and take a screenshot of your column so that way we have it, and then you can post it to Seesaw. Can't wait to see your designs, and we look forward to seeing your columns. All right, good luck. Hello, fourth grade. Hope you enjoyed that virtual field trip and the example on how to create your column. Once you are here in Seesaw, on page 1, you are going to upload your Tinkercad example and your paper sketch example. All you got to do is use a camera to take a picture and put your column in here on the left-hand side and your paper sketch on the right-hand side. If I click over to page number 2, here is my example. You can see my Tinkercad column here on the left-hand side, and over on the right-hand side, you can see the paper sketch that I did 2 weeks ago that shows that I was going to use those boxes in that sphere, and then I recreated that again in Tinkercad, and you can see the two side by side. Can't wait to see your creations, and I hope you had fun with this unit.